Okay. How do you imagine yourself 20 years from now? I hope to be retired, living in a quiet house by the sea, and finally having time to garden every day. Have you ever posted something on social media that you regret? Definitely. Some of my photos from 10 years ago are so embarrassing. I should have kept them private. What's one weirdest thought communication that you actually enjoy? I know it sounds crazy, but I love dipping my French fries in vanilla milkshake. The salty and sweet mix is great. Do you like it when people drop by honesty, or do you prefer a heads up? I definitely prefer a heads up. I like to be prepared and have the house tidy before guests arrive. Is there a topic you could talk about for hours without getting tired? I could talk about space exploration and the possibility of life in other planets forever. It's fascinating. What's one habit you'd like to break this year? I really want to stop scrolling through my phone for an hour before I go to sleep. It's a terrible habit. Who do you want your social media to stay active after you are gone? Not really. I think prefer them to be deleted or turned into a simple memorial page. Is there a weird food communication combination that you actually love? I know it's so crazy, but I really enjoy eating French fries in vanilla milkshake. Do you prefer living in a big house in the suburbs or a small flat in the city center? I am a city person. I prefer being close to all the coffee shops and museums, even if the space is small. If you could be an expert in anything tomorrow, what would you choose? I'd love to expert in investment and finance. It seems like such a useful skills to have. What drains your social battery the most? Having to do small talk with people I don't know very well for a long period of time. What did you want to be when you grew up when you were five? I want to be an astronaut, but then I realized I am actually quite afraid of heights. Do you prefer ebooks or good old-fashioned paper books? I love the convenience of ebooks for traveling, but nothing beats the small, sorry, but nothing beats the smell of a real book. What time do you get up on a typical Saturday? I usually sleep until 10 or 11 a.m. It's my only chance to relax, recover from the week. Do you prefer the playing everything out or just go with the flow? I'm definitely a planner. I feel much less stresses when I have a clear schedule for the day. Do you prefer candid photos or poses photos? And it was, definitely. They captured the real emotional of the moment much better than a book. What is your single dish to cook? I make a mean lasagna. It takes all afternoon, but it's totally worth it. What's a small thing that really annoys you about others? When people feel lonely, I don't know why, but I find a really distraction. If you could travel place with a fictional character for a day, who would it be? Probably Sherlock Holmes. I would love to see what it feels like to be that observant and logical. Do you prefer shopping on physical stores or online? Online for the convenience, but I still like going to a bookstore to browse the shelves in person. What would you tell your 5 years ago self? Don't stress so much about the things you can't control. Everything will work out. What's the very first thing you do when you wake up? I usually drink a glass of water. When then check my calendar to see what they look like. If you didn't have your current job, what will you be doing? I have always liked the idea of being a landscape architect or working in a botanical garden. Do you follow? Do you follow many celebrities, or do you prefer following your friends? I mostly follow my friends and a few accounts about travel and cooking. Celebrity news doesn't interest me much. What is something you are truly proud of? I am proud of having learned a new language. It wasn't easy, but it has opened so many doors. Do you struggle to decide what to eat or what to watch on TV? All the time. I spend more time scrolling through Netflix than actually watching a movie. Are you someone who counts their daily steps? I try to hit 10,000 steps a day, but sometimes I barely reach 5,000, or I barely reach 5,000 if I am busy at my desk. Do you prefer giving gifts or receive them? I love giving them. Seeing someone's face light up when they open a thoughtful gift is the best feeling. Do you like reading with music or do you prefer absolute silence? I prefer soft instrumental music. Lyrics tend to distract me from the story I am reading. Is there something you knew, you know, is there something you knew how to do as a kid but haven't forget now? I used to be able to do a cartwheel. Now, now I think I probably hurt myself if I tried. Have you ever quit social media for a long period of time? I took a break a month last year, and it was actually very refreshing for my mental health. If you could teleport anywhere right now, where would you go? I go trekking to beach in the Maldives. I really need some sun and sand. Wait, what? I really need some sun and sand. What motivates you the most about your current job? Wait, wait, wait. What motivates you the most about your current job? The people I work with, having a supportive team makes having the hardest days much easier. Do you rewatch old movies or are you always looking for something new? I am rewatcher. There's something very comforting about a story you already know and love. Like about story you already know and love. Okay, okay. What is the quality you allow most in a friend? Loyalty and a good sense of humor. Life is much better when you have someone you can trust and laugh with.